Hey, mamas, Jessica here. We are wrapping up our talk about time management, about building better habits around time management with your teens today. Okay, so last part of this concept we need to talk about is scheduling. So, mamas, have you watched the other two steps? We talked about to do lists, we talked about the calendar. So, make sure you hit the like button for me, drop the word yes if you've watched those other two videos. If you haven't, I encourage you to watch those after this one. Now, before we start talking about scheduling and talking about routines, I want you to know I'm hosting an awesome event right now called Fall into High School and Beyond. If you're not signed up, the link is in the description. We are talking to 34 amazing experts all about preparing for back to school. You don't want to miss it. So, we got to talk about scheduling, right? Like, that's what we're here to talk about. Well, once your teen knows what he needs to do, he's got his to do list. He knows, okay, this is what the calendar looks like. I've got 5 things on this day, 10 things on this day. Ooh, I get a day off. Whatever the schedule might eventually look like, the calendar is filled out. So, with scheduling, we got to know, well, how are we actually going to have time to do all of this? So, your teen has to create routines, a schedule that leads to a habit that actually allows time for homework, allows time for studying for those tests, and also allows time for all the fun stuff that your teen wants to do. I am most definitely a nerd. I am the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. So learning is my thing. I was not the kid that had 3 different sports games each night or, was going from football to soccer to softball to tennis. That was not me. But I was the kid that was going from NHS, the National Honor Society, to Scholars Bowl, to FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, going to, I don't know, different tutoring, even like homework help from teachers, helping friends, that kind of thing. So, not sports, but still, I was a busy student in high school and college. And I got to tell you, mamas, if you own a business of your own, you know what it's like to run a business and be busy. But we all know, all mamas watching, everyone listening, that you've got to find time to do everything, whatever everything means to you. And that's something your teen doesn't know how to do. So, how do we use this calendar that your teens filled out to then create a schedule? Well, as we get going back to school, your teen is going to have a schedule here pretty soon, a class schedule. So that is probably what I would start with, is if your teen is on, say, a block schedule. So that means he doesn't have the same classes every day. He has, like, for us, it was green and gold days. Here where I live, it's blue and white days. So he knows, okay, I have class Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Next week it's Tuesday, Thursday, whatever the schedule is. Your teen needs to know, okay, well, if I have class on Monday, homework is due on Wednesday. That means Monday night or Tuesday night, I need to do my homework. Now, I would always encourage your teens to do homework on Monday, so that way if they're confused, they have time on Tuesday to ask for help before the assignment is due on Wednesday. Okay? Now, maybe your teen, like I said, is involved in some kind of activity and practice is always on Thursdays. Well, then that means your teen's going to have to go, okay, well, Thursday's just out for homework, for studying. Or if it has to have some time for both, your teen's going to have to figure out, okay, is it 10 minutes before practice that I do this? Is it the hour bus ride to the game? Is it, okay, I just know I'm going to be tired on Fridays because I have to stay up late on Thursday to get this done? Your teen has to have all of these thoughts, all of these discussions, and moms and dads that are listening, you're definitely going to want to be part of that. So before I share any more about scheduling, I want you to know I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Facebook right now. So make sure you're a follower. make sure you're a subscriber so you don't miss these live videos. So what else can I tell you about scheduling? Well, I know I've thrown a lot of information at you. I know I've kind of been theoretical, and the reason for that is I work with teens one-on-one. I have a program called Love to Learn. It's a 10-week program where I teach teens how to learn. This time management skill is something your teens don't know. It's not something they're taught in school. It's not something they just naturally know. Now, yeah, there are some kids out there that are just great, and, I'm happy, if you've got one of those, but do know a lot of times kids that just seem unnatural at certain study skills are good until they're not good. So until something happens or they get overwhelmed or they realize, oh, I've just been getting kind of lucky because, I didn't have to try up to this point. So definitely when we're creating time management habits, yes, so there's these 3 steps we're talking about, but to find a schedule, a routine that's going to then lead into a habit that works for your teen, that takes some trial and error. Because maybe, okay, we decide we're going to do homework on Tuesday. Well, it took a lot longer than we thought. And so now your teen doesn't have anything to turn in on Wednesday when it's due. So, okay, means next week on Monday, I'm going to do homework on Monday and Tuesday to get it done on Wednesday. But again, your teen won't know until he tries it out. And it could also be, well, maybe this assignment was tougher than next week's. And so he doesn't think he always needs 2 days. Your teen won't know until he tries it out. And that's something I help teens with, is we got to figure out, okay, well, how much buffer time, how much kind of wiggle space do you need in your schedule? Depends on the kid. Some kids need an extra hour every day. Some kids don't need anything but maybe on Saturday morning. Just depends on who your teen is, how he operates, what her preferences are. So definitely to get more help with time management for you, mama, my event happening right now, Fall into High School and Beyond, is a perfect place for you. And if you want me to work with your teen, drop a comment down below me, or feel free to reach out on Facebook, Ace Cookie Tutoring, or even on YouTube. I think you'll have to leave a comment on YouTube. Yeah, as far as I know, there's no messaging on YouTube. So thank you, mamas, for watching. I want your teen ready for back to school. And my event, Fall into High School and Beyond, is the perfect place to learn how to get ready for school, because we have less than a month. So I know the skill we talked about today, time management and scheduling, that's only one small piece of the puzzle. So click the link in the description, provide your name and email, and you'll be all signed up. We are going till July 31st, so do not wait. Make sure you watch as many interviews as you can, or snag a VIP pass to have forever access. Bye. Talk to you later, hopefully on Monday, if not sooner.